Whoa, holy shit, do you want a Logitech G923 for the PlayStation? Be sure to like and subscribe, holy crap!
Alright, how you going? It's Micah the Geek, and we're here to play Modern Warfare 3, aren't we? So it's time to kick ass and chew bubblegum. And I'm all out of gum, aren't I? You stupid twat. Nah, just joking. We're here to do a little bit of Gran Turismo 7's last race for the Manufacturers Series. So that's Gran Turismo 7's Manufacturers Series, Exhibition Series, Round 5, Race 1 and 2. And just like the previous video, we're racing in the, it's about the same, Mercedes. It's the Mazda. We're racing in the Mazda rotary GT3 vehicle around, where are we racing around? No, the Circuit de Catalunya. We're racing on the Circuit de Catalunya, Barcelona. And how do we do? Well, we're about to find out, aren't we? Oh yeah, make sure to like and subscribe. And don't forget, Modern Warfare 3's out now. It's one of the best games out this year. Anyway, let's get into it. So yeah, like I said, it's the World Series Manufacturers Cup Exhibition Series 2023-2024 Season 1. And as we look at the little leaderboard, oh look at that, we're in first, but that's in our local area. And Manufacturers rating, we're 42nd. But you got to keep in mind, we've only done one race and we're 549th. So you got to keep in mind that it was only I've only done one race and they're considering 3 races for your points. So yeah, that's alright, I suppose. Anyway, anywho, what we did, we're racing at the Circuit de Catalunya, Barcelona, and the tyres we have to use are the racing hards and the racing mediums and wet weather tyres if it does rain, but from what I've encountered so far, it's not raining. We're in the GT3 cars. It's pretty much exactly the same as what it was in the previous race, which was around, what do you call it, the Grand Valley Highway. Not the circuit, not the speedway, the highway. Everything's still the same, nothing's really changed. 33 laps, so it's going to be a pretty long race. It's just going to be probably just under an hour, which is pretty cool. So, like I said, I like my endurance raciones. See what I did there? Hey? Ha! And looking at the leaderboards at the moment, we're 415th with a 1 minute 40.8. I reckon we can get in a 1 minute 39 if we're lucky. So yeah, here's a lap around the Circuit de Barcelona, de Catalunya, however you want to pronounce it. As we go down the main straight, you're going flat foot to the ground, your foot's to the floor, you're trying to get as much speed out of the car. We're about to reach 260 kilometers, and just at this little black marker, that's where I rather like to brake. It does change from time to time. And we just slowly slide it through here, ease on the accelerator, going through the long right-hander, trying to find where to hit the accelerator coming out of that corner. And just before the overpass, we break it down into second, hang it through the long right-hander again, and we kind of get spat out a bit wide through there. Anywho, then we go down into the sharp lefty, down to the second gear, try to push it out of there as quickly as possible again. Take advantage of the track limits as you can. Sliding through here. Try not to get too unbalanced when you hit those ripple strips. Onto the slightly righty up the hill. Pushing it through here. There's your penalty marker right there. And just at the 100 meter board, we'll push it down to second. Acute left. And try to take the accelerator out of there as quickly as possible. Right up here. Into another long right-handy. Push it out of there. And we're not doing the chicane this time. It's just a free-flowing last sector, which is nice. And again. And yeah, there you go. There's a lap around the Circuit de Catalunya, Barcelona. For my attempt to do a hot lap around the circuit. Anyway, let's shut up. And don't forget, Modern Warfare 3's out now. See how fucking annoying that is, Activision, when you fucking put up so many fucking pop-ups on the fucking screen, you stupid twat. And here we are for the Manufacturers Cup. And we're racing pretty much just Australia, New Zealand. Is there any New Zealand? Yeah, there is. Excuse me, just one. And there's Japan as well. So 16 cars on the grid, which is good. Could do more, but for some reason they've decided to push the entry levels down to 16, where back in the day it used to be 20 or 24. Anywho. See a couple of familiar faces that we've raced against before. And points-wise, 254 for first, which isn't a lot to other players. Anyway, it's a lot for me, so I'm going to take what I can. Qualifying begins, and we're just trying to suss out who's pushing their car, who's not pushing their car. Just trying to give me an idea. Should I stay behind old mate in front of us, or do I need to hang back a bit? Do I just need some clear air? And I'm pretty sure I do decide to get some clear air. Yeah. Just at the end of Sector 2, I do just slow down, let the cars go. Because I don't want any distractions, don't care about the slipstream, I just want to
Play Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 out now.
And then we commence a qualifying lap around the Circuit de Catalunya. Time-wise, we're looking okay so far coming out of the first sector. Times are okay as we see a car pulling over on the side of the road. And then finishing Sector 2, not too bad either. Could be a little bit better as we completely missed the apex out of there and get a little bit delayed on the accelerator coming out of that corner. And yeah, I tend to get quite nervous in qualifying as well because you don't have a lot of time and it's just... And yeah, I get distracted easily, like with the messages to the left of the screen. Is there a way to turn it off? I don't know. I haven't played this game in ages. I don't think you can turn it off. Anyway, as we go down the final straight, we've got 1 minute, just over a minute to go, and we're currently first. So I'm thinking, yeah, sweet. That's a pretty good time so far. Oh, actually, no, not really. I wanted 1 minute 40, but we got 1 minute 41.3, so we'll take that for now. And still, on the last lap, do we improve our time? We've got red sectors in 1 and 2, so I don't see my times getting any better. But you never know. As we go around the last corner, once more, for qualifying. We're still in first, just. And no, we don't improve our time, but we're currently in first, and I think we're going to stay that way, which is okay. I know we can do a better time, but yeah, screw it. We'll take first. Take first when you can get it. And as you can see, it looks like we've qualified in first, so that's bloody sick. Let's take that. Our first pole position for the Manufacturer Series. So yeah, sick. That's awesome. Let's take it. Let's do it. Let's do some racing. Huh. Yeah, right. Cool. I got booted out. So, yeah, what do you say about that? So I contacted Gran Turismo. They said, nah, it's unfair. You can't be in pole position. Nah, my internet decided to shit itself. So yeah, that's race one. That's race one, run and done. We qualified first, and we pretty much got a DNS. We did not start the race. So yeah, how cool is that? So what do? We bloody do it again, don't we? So yeah, sick. Part 2. Let's hopefully not get a disconnection of my shitty internet. Thanks, Optus. Bloody skid smart. Anyway, again, see a few familiar names popping up, and it's mainly just Australia and Japan. So I'm dominated by Japanese races. So yeah, it's gonna be a skids race, I reckon. Let's get into it. But before we do race, we need to have a look at that weather. We need to know what's going on with the weather. Yeah. Is there any rain in this game? What's going on? We do qualifying once more, and we finish in 3rd position. We finish in 4th position. So the times, the top... Oh, alright, there you go. The top 5 are within a 10th, so it's pretty close, so it's definitely going to be a pretty close race. As we make through the field, seeing everyone's liveries, seeing who's racing what, and we're the only Mazda in the field again. It seems that Mazda people don't like Mazda, so whatever. And 3, 2, 1, the race starts. It's a rolling start. And as we stay behind the Nissan, I can't pronounce the name, so I'll just say the manufacturer's names. Try to get the tyres nice and warm as we approach the first corner. You see the planes flying above us. Going to the first corner. It's pretty clean so far. And if you look in the rear vision mirror, it looks pretty clean as well. Going around the long right handy of the Catalunya circuit of the Gran Turismo manufacturer series. Heading into turn 4. It's rather clean, it's nice and close. No one's doing anything silly. So it's rather clean so far. And I brake a little bit early, and old mate behind us takes advantage of it and pushes us off a little bit. But whatever, it's racing. It was, I would say it's clean. It wasn't too excessive. That was my own fault. I left the door open, and again, I leave the door open in that corner, get a little bit slidey, and yeah, accidentally make contact with old mate there, and lose a few more positions. So yeah, a few silly errors on my behalf. But again, we get a good exit out of there, see if we can overtake and brake late into the next corner, and we do. And we gain back a couple of positions that we lost. And do we get 5th? No, we don't. So we've got Lexus in front of us now. Over my little silly error, leaving the door open a little bit. So that's entirely my fault. I'll take that. As we approach the last corner of the circuit, about to commence lap 2. So we're currently in 6th. Pretty good racing so far. It's nice and hard, it's nice and tough. Tough racing, I like it. And yeah, get a little bit more speed than the other 2 cars ahead. Do I brake a little bit late? Yes, I do. We gain back 5th position. Let's see if we can try to gain back 4th. I do have a strong feeling that the 4th position, the Porsche, is running on hard tyres because he seems to be braking a little bit later and accelerating a little bit later as well. But who knows, I could be entirely wrong, but I believe he's on racing hard tyres as he goes a little bit wide there. So we go on the inside, take advantage of him leaving that door open, but he is on the inside of the next corner. And what do? Nah, can't do anything, but we get a little bit of a push and shove from 5th behind us. And yeah, we stay in 5th. So yeah, it's pretty good racing. I'm enjoying it. It's nice and tough. It's nice and tough and hard. Pretty skits. I like it. And as we finish Sector 2 on lap 2, we brake a little bit late and get back 4th position where we started initially. And we get a little bit of a tag from the Porsche old mate behind us. Bit of a dirty move. And then we got another bit of a push and shove from old mate in. Yeah, the Skyline decided to push us off track, but cool. Try to get those positions back again. So we're currently in 9th position, finishing lap 2, and we're about to get overtaken by the Supra. Here I am thinking that I'm going to brake a little bit later, and I do. So we keep 9th position. See the 2 cars ahead of us having a bit of a fight. See if we can sneak it down the inside, trying to get old mate in front or to the right of us. It's a little bit of biffing and barging. Starting to get a little bit aggressive now. That's including myself. Get a little bit more aggressive. Because I'm like, nah, I should be up more. Anyway, go down the inside. It's nice and clean through here. We're now in 8th position. Going up the left hand. Still a little bit of contact here and there, but nothing too crazy. As we're about to finish Sector 2 of the circuit. We're edging so closer to the Peugeot ahead of us in position 7. And just as we complete lap 3, we get a better exit out of the last corner. We go for the overtake on the Peugeot. We've crept up to 7th position. So it's been pretty hectic 4 laps so far, or 3 laps should I say. I'm enjoying it. It's tough, it's hard. Lots of pushing and shoving, there's nothing wrong with that. It's rubbing racing. We see a little bit of a battle for 4th position. And we're slowly creeping up to the battle pack. And we see the Nissan ahead being a little bit dirty. And yeah, I think we've got a bit of a dirty racer in front of us. So we've got a little bit of damage from that as well. Not our fault, but there's nothing we can do. We got my old mate in front of us, trying to make things interesting for us. So we go for the overtake on the Nissan. He blocks our path, so I'm like, okay, this is going to be tough. And yeah, he decides to push us off the track. We get more damage on the car, and then yeah, we get pushed and shoved a lot more. And then we've lost a lot of positions, and now we're in 12th position with damage. Fantastic. And yeah, you can still see that Nissan making a bit of havoc, and then yeah, you can see a car getting pushed off the track. So there's a little bit of argy-bargy going on, and the culprit is old mate in the Nissan, and we get pushed off on the side of the road again.
Now this is pod racing.
Heading into the last corner. We've got damage. The car's not fast anymore, but yeah, still we grab 11th position. The Porsche's driving a little bit slower, so I dare say he's got a fair bit of damage as well. So yeah, as you can see, we have damage to the front and to the right hand or driver's side tyre. And yeah, you see a lot of arging and barging up ahead now. Cars getting pushed aside, cars getting pushed off. There's lots of friendly touches going on. And yeah, we're not even past the 5th lap yet. We've started the 5th lap. We haven't finished the 5th lap. But yeah, and then you can see another car getting pushed off the track, and he's spun out, and that's his race pretty much done. And you see old mate in the Nissan again, causing a bit of havoc. Going on the inside, I see him a mile away, but yeah, I think we're going to have a bit of a annoyance in our race. So we see old mate in front of us, brake checking me, and then yeah, we get more damage. Yeah, I think our race is pretty much screwed after that, and we get a 4-second penalty for that. So yeah, that's sick.
What the fuck, Richard?
And yeah, our car's driving like shit. There's nothing we can do about it. We got a 4-second penalty, and from all that biffing and barging, from what I've seen, I'm the only one that cops a penalty. So I don't know what happened there. Seeing all the other crap that's been going on, and the Nissan taking out a shitload of other drivers, and yeah, he's getting nothing from it. And from all the penalties that I've seen, it's only me that gets it. So we get a 4-second penalty, and yeah, I think that's the race pretty much run and done. But we still push on, see if we can get a better finishing position rather than 11th. Bloody skid smart, fantastic. 6th lap into the race, we got the Porsche in front of us, driving pretty darn slow. I want to overtake, and I'm like, nah, there's no point. I've got a penalty against my head. What's the point? I'll just let him go. We serve our 4-second penalty for old mate being a little bit dirty in the Nissan. And yeah, after serving that penalty, we're still in 11th position. Lap 7, we're in 11th position still. See a yellow flag ahead, and there's old mate on the side of the road. We're now in the top 10. Well, I wouldn't say top 10, there's only 16 cars. But anyway, we crept into the 10. Prefer it to be the top 8 since there's only 16 cars, but that's just me bitching and moaning again. Our times aren't too great because we've got damage. The top speed of the car's pretty poor. We're 20 k's below this, our top speed. But yeah, we've still got a Porsche up in front of us. See if we can overtake and gain a position. And slowly make our way up the field, hopefully. And yeah, now we're in 9th position. Can we do better? Let's find out. Commencing lap 10. We're not catching the car ahead of us. So I think, okay, maybe I should go in the pits and just drive on the next set of tyres pretty much till they're red or dead, which will be the medium compound tyre. And hopefully we can get some better lap times, and hopefully we can catch up to the rest of the field. So yeah, after thinking that, we go on the pits because I'm like, yeah, I know we can do better times, but we're probably losing 2 or 3 seconds a lap. So yeah, switch the tyres, fix the car, put some fuel in the car, and yeah, we're spouted in 12th position. We've got that Nissan behind us, but yeah, he's decided to drive off the track, and that's his race done pretty much. So we don't have to deal with old mate. that has been being a bit of a dirty nappy driver. Completing lap 12. We creep up to 11th position. We see a car going in the pits. So yeah, sick, awesome. It turns into quite the very quiet race, as we're pretty much in the middle of nowhere, but we're slowly creeping up to the guy ahead of us on lap 15. Commencing lap 17, we're going to start seeing some people going into the pits as they're pretty much at the halfway point of the race, so I'm guessing, or assuming, people are starting to pit, but I don't know. Anyway, we've cropped up to position 10, and we have 2 cars in front of us, which is position 9 and 8 for those playing at home. And coming on to the middle section of the track, completing sector 2, we've overtaken the Porsche again. They're very, very slow Porsche. We're now in 9th position, and straight up ahead is another Porsche, which is in 8th position, so let's see if we can get him, eh? Coming on to lap 20, we've got a bit of a battle for 7th position between myself, a Porsche, and Mercedes. So I'm going to see if we can take advantage of the battle up ahead, see if we can take a 2-for-1 deal. And Porsche overtakes the Mercedes, and I go, screw it, I'll take it too. Because, yeah, we did. And simple as that, we got it. So we're in 8th position now on lap 20. We've got the Porsche ahead of us. Let's see if we can get him as we approach the penultimate corner. And we see someone in the pits, so that's going to put us up into 7th position now as we complete lap 20. And boom shakalaka. Oh no, hello. We're in 6th position now. Cool. Oh, that gives me a little bit of high hopes, but at the same time, looking at my tyre wear, we've gone past the halfway point. So we need to conserve these tyres for as long as possible as we're battling for 5th position now. And then at the end of lap 21, we see the Porsche in 5th position going in the pits, and then we see 4th position in the pits, which now puts us in 4th position. So getting a little bit of high hopes, but at the same time of saying that, we still have to do another pit stop, which is going to cost us a good 40 seconds, because this is the longest pit stop in the entire game, I think. I could be wrong, but it's a bloody long pit stop. Anyway, we're in 4th position on lap 22. So we're now on lap 24. We see 3rd and 2nd in front of us. And the glimmer of hope of staying with them is starting to diminish. The tyres are pretty much done, as you can see. The left front tyre is absolutely cactus. The left rear is pretty much on its way out. So I'm thinking I need to pit. I can't keep sacrificing my driving, even though I'm driving like shite. Yeah, we need to go into pits because we're starting to lose a fair bit of time. And so we do. We pit for the hard tyre, and we drive these tyres to the very end of the race. Coming out of the pits, we're now back in 10th position, which is a bit disappointing, but let's see if we can still snag up a couple more positions. We do have a couple of cars not too far ahead of us. We've got position 9, just under 3 seconds ahead, so let's see if we can catch up to him. And as we commence lap 10, we do have the Mercedes in P11. And I dare say the Mercedes is on the medium compound tyre because it is catching up to us ever so slowly. But I'm starting to push these hard tyres as much as I can. I didn't do much practice with them, but it's time to push. I don't want him to overtake me. I don't want to lose position 10. I want to get position 9 or 8th if I'm lucky. Lap 27. The Mercedes is ever so closely. He's just under a minute. Oh, sorry. He's just under a second and a half, so he's catching up to us ever so slowly. But I just need to keep pushing these hard compound tyres as much as I can. But we're also catching up to position 9, which is good. So yeah, there's a little bit of a tight bum hole on myself happening right now as we come to the closing stages of this race with 7 or 6 laps to go. On lap 28, the Mercedes is still just over 1 second and a half, and we're just over a second on the Porsche up ahead of us. This is the same Porsche that has pushed me off the track a couple of times, so let's see what happens when we catch up to it, hopefully. Lap 29, we're just over a second. We're ever so slowly catching up. The Mercedes is ever so slowly catching up to me as well. there's a battle for ninth going to happen, I believe, as I'm racing at the time. So yeah, I'm still pushing these tyres as much as I can, hoping to overtake position 9 and trying to hold back the Mercedes behind me. Yeah, it is very tense right now. Well, for me it was. Coming onto the penultimate corner on lap 29. We got a good exit out of there. We're in the slipstream of the Porsche. Let's see if he lets us overtake. We're in the slipstream. By the way, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 is out right now. Do we get him? And yeah, we get him. Thank Christ for that. So we're in position 9. Fantastic. And yeah, we're on lap 30, so we've got 3 laps to go. Let's see if we can hold off position 9 in the Mercedes behind that one. And then commencing lap 32, so 2 more laps to go. I don't see myself catching up to position 8. He's a bit too far ahead. And my bum hole's starting to loosen a little bit. I'm not as tense as we're starting to pull away from the Mercedes in 10th position. That's what I'm thinking. I think his tyres are pretty much on its way out as we're slowly starting to gain time away from the Mercedes. And coming on to the final lap of the race, position 1 and 2 have finished the race. Unfortunately, I couldn't race with them. Yeah, unfortunately, we had a couple of incidences in the first few laps. But still, it was a fun race as we complete Sector 2, commencing the final sector of the race. We're in position 9. We had a good little tense battle going on in the last 7 or 6 laps, trying to overtake the Porsche and also fend off the Mercedes as we approach the penultimate corner of the circuit de Catalunya, Barcelona. Tongue twisty little thingy, and there we go. Position 9. Could have been better, but unfortunately, that's the way the cookie crumbles. We just couldn't get a better position because old mate in the Nissan, I cannot remember his name, was too busy taking out a fair few people, including myself. So yeah, we qualified 4th. I was hoping to have a good fight for the podium tonight, but unfortunately we didn't. So we'll have to walk away with position 9, which is a bit unfortunate, but I still had fun. Did you have fun? Make sure to like and subscribe, and make sure to play Modern Warfare 3 out now. And that's the last race of the Gran Turismo Manufacturers Series, of the Exhibition Series, of the Manufacturers Series. Either way, it's the last race of the Manufacturers for that certain amount of time. I don't know when it starts again. Either way, it was the last race of Manufacturers. That's it. It's done. I only did 2 races out of 5. I was hoping to get more than 3, but unfortunately had a few other things pop up, such as real racing. I had supercarts, which I couldn't unfortunately record because I destroyed my GoPro 12, which I was hoping to promote on this channel because we were doing some decent speeds on the actual racetrack we were on. And was racing in a 12-hour endurance race around Ipswich also. And yeah, there's also a link down below of just a little bit of a highlight reel of that 12-hour race as well. Because it was raining, it was day, it was night, yada yada yada. Anyway, if you made it to the end of this video, thank you very much, I appreciate it. We do also have a Logitech G923 racing wheel up for grabs when we reach 1,000 subscribers. We're almost at the quarter mark, so we're almost at 250. For those that have subscribed, thank you very much. My next video should be up very soon, which is a review on RoboCop, because that game is freaking awesome. So I'll hopefully have that up soon. And yeah, that's basically it. All I can say is make sure to like and subscribe. And yeah, we'll see in the future. Maybe I'll see you on the track. Maybe I'll see you, I don't know, somewhere. Either way, enjoy yourself. Have a good day or night. And I'll see you next time. Ciao.
And don't forget, Modern Warfare 3 is out now. It's one of the best games out this year.
Ha ha!